defeat. We are joined on the phone by Barton. He's the co-founder and managing partner at the $1.4 billion hedge fund Traxxas Partners. He's in the Bahamas for Thanksgiving, a nice place to be for the holidays. Barton, great to talk with you again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Barton, I know, as I recall in our previous conversations, you were a bit more optimistic about the super committee before being able to come together with a deal. Now that we know all these reports that they are likely to admit that they can't come to this agreement, how disappointed are you?
I'm very disappointed, and I think it's pathetic that they haven't come to a deal, and it shows that our political system is really dysfunctional. And yeah, I've been wrong in being too optimistic about the outcome in the U.S. And I think that the failure of the super committee, combined with what we have heard from the Europeans in the last couple of days about what they're going to do, and the ECB made it clear that they're going to use bond buying as a tool to require change and structural reform in the troubled European economies, particularly Italy, Spain, and Greece, and so on. And at the same time, the Germans made it clear that they want to have fiscalization and a United States of Europe eventually.
Right.
But they only get that, and the finance minister in that piece in the New York Times on, I guess it was Saturday, made it clear that the only way we're going to get there is through a more, that he's going to be able to get that done, is through a more severe economic crisis. So I agree with you. We're going into, and I agree with what Eisenstadt said, we're going into, in all probability, a double dip in the Atlantic economies.
So you're more certain about that, Barton. So how are you positioned? Because the last time I talked to you, you were 80% net long in the equity markets.
Well, I cut back from that 80 pretty significantly, maybe a couple of weeks ago. But going into today, you know, I'm in the low 40s, and I'm going to take it down another, 15 percentage points or so, because it's a much more bearish environment than I anticipated.